What is going on, movie fans, horror fans? We are back and we're going to be talking about a movie that has not really been discussed on the channel. Now, it is called Victor Crowley. Now, if you guys know who this character is, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys know. If you guys don't know, then I will tell you. I'll give you a brief description of the character as well as the movie. Now, honestly, we have it is part of the Hatchet franchise, and what it is it's about a monster named Victor Crowley that is in the swamps of New Orleans, and he was cursed as a young child, being very deformed, and he was killed on Halloween night by a hatchet by his father. And every time in the woods, he will howl for his dad, saying daddy, and he'll just kill everybody in sight. Now, there's been three, this will be the fourth installment to the franchise. Now, again, if you guys do not know, the only survivor out of all three was a character named Annabeth, which was portrayed by two different actresses. One of them is my favorite, Danielle Harris. Now, she portrayed the character in the second and third movie, but in this one is in the fourth movie is a little different. We have one character by the name of Andrew Young. He was a paramedic that survived the third installment, and I thought he passed. He died, but he did not. He somehow survived. He wrote a book. He got a little bit famous, and he starts having a lot of issues. People think he was the reason why he killed, like all the people were killed throughout 10 years, because it's been 10 years later since, I'm guessing, the third, yes, since the third movie. So, but we have throughout the entire movie where he's offered to go back into the swamp. He doesn't want to do it. Then we have these other four characters that are trying to make a movie, and of course, we have Andrew gets on he goes on a plane to Slidell in Louisiana, trying to go back to the swamp. And we have, of course, him. We have a few other people. We have his publicist, and we have a few other characters. And throughout the entire movie, everyone pretty much it shows their true colors. And I don't want to give too much away, but pretty much almost everybody just dies in this movie, except for two characters, because we have a character named Rose as well. She survives, and of course Andrew does survive. Everyone just pretty much gets killed throughout the entire movie, like normally, because normally there's either about one or two survivors in each movie. And this one, I don't know, like this one just. I've been a fan of the Hatchet franchise, but this one, I gotta say, was complete shit. This had very horrible acting. Um, some of the actors I didn't mind. Other actors I was just like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Like, did they write the character like this, or is this how they act?" It was just I'm not trying to bash on the movie, but I think it was a different company that probably took the rights to it. I'm not sure, but I guess the whole entire time I was like, oh my god, like what the hell has happened? Like, even they made Victor Crowley look total shit. Like, the entire movie was just like, are you freaking kidding me? And I was really hoping it was going to be a decent film, and it wasn't. And I'm very disappointed. And other people may like it, and that's okay, but it wasn't for me. And I mean, it's pretty much, if you watch these movies, or if you have not watched these movies, like, most of the characters do die, and we have different ones that were very bland. They just didn't have no character development. Now, Andrew Young's character, he had a lot of character development, because everybody thought he was a fake. Everybody thought he was the reason for the deaths, and no, he wasn't. He actually was more brave in this movie. He was taking control. He was taking lead, and he actually almost sacrificed himself to kill Victor Crowley. And Victor Crowley, supposedly now, quote unquote, died through a through the plane engine, where one character gave his life to help the other two, because there was only three left, and it was one guy named Jimmy, and he was a tour guide, and he gave his life for one of the other characters that he'd fallen for, and he basically pushed himself with Victor Crowley to kill him. Now, the reason why Victor Crowley was brought back was the curse that was originally put on him, because his father had an affair with another woman that was a nurse that was taking care of his wife that had cancer. And when his wife was about ready to die of cancer, she put a curse on the child right before the mother had it. And when the mother did have Victor Crowley, she died in childbirth. So it's a very messed up, crazy movie. If you guys have not seen the movie or the franchise, I really do recommend that you go check it out. This one, again, was not my favorite. The first one, it took me a while to get into. The second one was amazing. The third one was good too. And I think the reason why is because of Danielle Harris, because again, I really do like her work. She's an amazing actress. She's one of my favorite actresses anyway. And speaking of what really got me, the best part in the entire movie was you're seeing after the credits, of course, right after it ends, you see, of course, where there's police and they're seeing where the plane crashed and they're gathering whoever's left, and there's so many on the survivors. And of course, you see a TV and it's like, okay, we don't know who's watching it. And next thing you know, we see a rocking chair going, and I'm like, oh shit, is this Danielle Harris? Is this Annabeth? And next thing you know, you see a person get up, and then of course you see Danielle Harris, aka Annabelle's character. She's saying, "I've been waiting for you, motherfucker." And this is and I'm sorry for the harsh language, guys. I'm just trying to quote what was said. But her character, the reason why she hates Victor Crowley so much is it was portrayed by a different actress in the first one and the second one. But Victor Crowley pretty much killed everyone in her family. She killed him in the second movie, and then she came back to kill him again in the third movie because she thought if she could actually kill him, then he wouldn't come back, but he did. So it's been 10 years since the last confrontation with Annabeth versus Victor Crowley. So I really do believe they're probably going to make a fifth one. If they do, I do believe they're going to put Danielle Harris in this one. Again, I thought that the third one was going to be the final installment to this, but I think they may do a fifth one. If they do, then okay, but Danielle Harris more than likely will be in this. More than likely, the one character, Rose, that was in this, she was a friend of one of the other characters as one develop a movie. She'll probably be back in it as well. Same thing with Andrew, more than likely. So it all depends. But again, this movie was just not for me. It was just one of those that was like, really? Because some movies can do very well, and there's some that just don't, and there's some that can have so many installments, and some will be great, and some will just won't do well. And I think these are one of the ones that just wasn't out well. So as an overall rating of this movie, I give it a 1, maybe. And I mean, because normally the Hatchet movies are funny too. This didn't have barely any comedy in it as well. It wasn't really that funny. It was more stupid than it was funny. But it was just the best thing was at the end with Danielle Harris. That was the best thing I gotta say. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I know this is a late review due to the movie was released in 2017, straight to DVD. So again, it was not released in theaters. It was a DVD film. Again, go check it out if you want to check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you don't have to like it or you can't like it. You know, this is just more my opinion of the movie. If you guys have been following me long enough, you should know. So hope you guys are enjoying your day. Follow, like, below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.